Welcome, ghouls and gals. Welcome back to another episode of 10 Days of SpookyTober. Up next on today's episode is Tales of the Crypt. Tales of the Crypt came out in 1989, so it ranks number 4 on my top 10 list. It covered most of my childhood, you guys, from 1989 up until 1996. It's not necessarily a horror movie, but it's an epic ass horror kind of show. It debuted as a coming out horror show on HBO, and I used to sneak around and I couldn't wait to see it when I was like 9 and 10 years old. Sneak out at night when all the family was like sleeping and my mom was out of it, and I would just go and I would watch Tales of the Crypt throughout the night. And that's kind of where I fell in love with the whole series. And it was crazy because it was like the series was like a forbidden horror afternoon special. For those of you that are born in the 80s or the 90s, you know what an afternoon special is. You know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? But it was basically, that's what the gist of it. The premise of the show was basically the crypt keeper would appear and he would go through, he would have like all these cheesy, cheap puns, and he was like super funny and like really charismatic. So that kind of hooked you, right, at the beginning of the show, because you need that hook. You need that draw to get you really involved in something, and then you can kind of sit back and really watch what's actually going on. And then at the same time, even though it was kind of like a dark comedy, a dark type of show, the premise behind it was like the after school special vibe, where it was teaching you something. It was showing you something. It was like the 7 deadly sins. And each show, each season, it would get better and better. And it would feature like things like gluttony and greed and jealousy and, people just murder and just everyday icky, nasty things that people do to each other, but they put a twist on it and they made it super, super dope and interesting, and I loved every minute of it.
I think I'm exhausted. To use words I never thought would cross these lips. Miranda, I'm fucked out.
Well, I'm not exhausted. I'm not fucked out.
This is a hilarious clip of one of the episodes, one of my very favorite episodes, of this guy. He's like a screenwriter. He really loves this girl that's his neighbor, but he's like obsessed with her and he really wants to possess her. So he found a way to kind of give her like some love potion that he got from like his landlord or whatever. And the landlord's like mad creepy and he stays in his apartment all the time. So he basically got the love potion, secretly gave it to the girl, and pretty much be careful what you wish for, bruh. Because she ended up falling in love with him and became so obsessed with him that she fucked him literally to death. So, I wanted to chat a little bit about the painting. I really enjoyed this painting process. As you can see, I'm really enjoying the gouache. Like, for those of you that don't know, I really don't like watercolors. I feel like I'm like borderline. I hate them. Or we have like a love-hate relationship. But with gouache, it's like such a happy medium. So I'm kind of really enjoying myself, layering. And I like the fact that I can get really light washes because it's gouache. And at the same time, if I really want to get a very dark, opaque kind of background or whatever it is, as you can see, I'm filling in this background. And don't get me wrong, it may take several passes, but at the same time, it's a relaxing kind of painting situation. You can kind of really, clear your mind as you flow through this painting process. But you can, like I say, you can get the thin washes and it will go into a very deep opaque wash as well. And it comes with, with gouache, you can also get white paint or white kind of gouache that comes with it, which is absolutely wonderful. That's part of the reason why I don't like watercolors. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the painting. I think it looks pretty good. You can comment below and tell me, what do you guys think? Question of the day. What do you think we're going to be painting for our next episode? Here's a hint. And that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you for the next episode, you guys. Stay tuned. It will be available Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And I love you guys so much. Bye.